maybe it's tricky to top session because I don't know. I will moving around. Yeah, actor. Sometimes we need the actor. Who might be the actor instructor? Yeah, for this one? No, it's enough. Like 3 people here. Yeah. I don't think so. So do you have any hands-on example or?
Yeah, we were gonna walk through this one if anyone wants to, or people have questions, I'm happy to answer them.
Okay.
I really like these examples. I posted the link in the Slack channel for this breakout.
Okay, great.
It goes through Insight systems and it's like compute force.
Oh, I wrote this one.
You wrote this one.
Yeah, good camp, right?
Yeah, it's awesome. When I found this, I was like, oh, that's great. I love the GIFs. Like
yeah,
the animated
because we have
great.
some kind of weird combination with the CUDA, which is working with the Insight system compute. So we need to use some standalone CUDA module. Otherwise, it doesn't work.
Yeah, that's interesting. What was the issue?
It's a long time ago. I don't remember what the issue, but
no
once we find out the solution, we just use this solution.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, and we are waiting for the newer version. So 12.2 is the newest version, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So
that's right.
we have some application issue, and then we are told 20.2 resolve that issue with that specific application. So we're waiting on installing that version, but our operation team needs some special process to approve to install the newer versions.
Do you have like a simple reproducer of that bug?
Yeah, we shared with the NVIDIA team.
Oh, okay.
And they confirmed the 12.2 resolve that issue. So that is more application relative issues.
Sure.
So it was not a simple code, so we shared the entire application field instruction and then they removed it. They fixed it.
Okay, yeah, if it wasn't confirmed, I could have downloaded a nightly build of 12.2 and tested it out for you, but if someone else confirmed it, then I'm sure it'll be fine.
So do you think installing 12.2 by user should work? System, right?
Yeah, just like downloading your own toolkit. Yeah, that should definitely work. I do that all the time for
does it
more
require
systems.
no?
No.
Doesn't require. Okay. If our operation team is too slow, so we can try that.
Yeah, it's pretty easy. It's just like a wget and then
Yes,
untar it and then I do it a bunch. Thank you. Yeah, hi everybody. If you want to go through a hands-on, I'll just be kind of like walking through this one. I shared the link in the Slack. It's for the ALCF beginner's guide. Or if you have like your own projects you want to work on and ask me questions about, I'm happy to, or just like general questions. There's really no bad questions. Yeah, I'm happy to answer anything. Yeah, I think I ran through all this on Polaris and it worked fine. But let me know if you have any issues. This hands-on does require downloading Insight Systems and then sync it on your local machine. And to do that, you just have to like put in your email to download it. And then if you want, you can just continue on. It should be pretty simple to download for your local machine, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. The basic workflow is you go on Polaris, you compile something with CUDA, and then you run it through the profiler. The profile will give you a output file, and then you'll use SCP secure copy to bring it down to your local terminal, and then you open up Insight Compute and Insight Systems on your local and open up the profile and take a look. I'll be walking through these exact examples just on my own if you want to watch along, or it is also very helpful to do it yourself. And if you run into any problems, definitely flag me down and ask a question. And feel free to come and go as you please.
Yeah.
Something, not sure, directly related to profilers, but we know that our bottleneck is local function. Available.
What's the
This is ESPF local function diagonal lines of symmetric metrics.
I don't know off the top of my head. I can take a look. Is that a GPU kernel? Or is that right?
No, right now it is all CPU.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, I'll take a look at the documentation. I don't know off the top of my head. But that is like the easiest thing if you want to like get on a GPU is replacing those with a math library call if it exists. So let's see if it,
This is one of the functions. I didn't Yeah, I mean, I already tried this. You will only see this.
Oh, you did it from this one, but
Yeah.
is that the one where you're running it on?
We tried about it. Still. Another one. I still run it on station. And it's only by setting the cap.
That one actually.
Runtime changing.
Wait for the really short jobs.
No, this, yeah, I mean, the shortest challenge. Hopefully it must take you.
Oh, right, that's right, yeah. Cause on mine, it's like, okay, so.
Yeah, and the cool thing
3
is like,
seconds.
and that should be something we need. Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it's great. Like in the,
These are the times.
Space, is having to go.
yeah,
They were like, they were on their own, deciding on their own, space, and I'm like, that's what.
yeah, I don't actually.
For
know.
inside systems, you just, as usual, and then for inside compute, if you want that like profiling, you do add dash line info, but that's only for like a special view. Otherwise, it's just regular NVC.
Reddit, I don't actually know.
No, but in the MPR, not one thread. One thread.
Yeah, no, but you know what I mean, like you could either parallelize the 300. Sending, sending
yeah,
each of the
yeah.
300.
Yeah,
Or
if
you
it is
could,
not sequential, yes, that would be the
yeah,
easiest way. Yeah, but that is. That would be if I was with an API.
Mhm.
Within a single GPU. One DSP. Find a way to match them together. Send different analysis. There are ways. Yeah, I think our best. Finding a way. This can be done.
yeah, we don't actually know what each of that's why I kind of wanted to figure out what the 300 were. If they actually are just a specific temperature pressure, then that shouldn't, it should be explainable, right?
Yeah, yeah, maybe we can try.
Yeah. I think the easiest way, I think the easiest way would to see if I'm right would be just tell a temperature or pressure.
Yeah.
To find any decent SPEV anywhere, and it looks like from this, it says cuBLAS doesn't have any eigenvalue solvers. So unfortunately, it doesn't look like it's in any CUDA libraries. But we keep going back to this Magma library. So I'm taking a look through there. Have you ever heard of this?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So, there's also co-solver, right? Co-solver, I see that there is something similar to DSPEF.
Oh, okay.
It is using a dense matrix formula while this DSPEF is using the storage.
What is the column over that? Like
Good for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's good, but something else that's good is that,
Yes, this genes.
maybe.
Yeah.
Guessing. You want me to just make sure.
Yeah, you're.
Is so there's dense and then there's packed. Is packed the same as sparse, or is that
I think packed is just, if you have a symmetric matrix, you are only giving the lower diagonal.
Okay.
And in our case, I think it's, you only give the triangle matrix, lower triangle.
Okay.
So this is-
Okay.
So, it's a lot. Then kernel map is just the map in the.
Sometimes it gets like mangled by the GPU, so I can show a way to get that.
I want to specify that it like automatically prepare every kernel.
I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, let me publish that and see if documentation says for dash K.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And it was like
There's, if you ever look at the executive docs, there's two. This one's for the UI on your host, and this one's for the client. I always use the client one because that will tell you about the flags. And make
Very low level.
Yeah, we're about the like angle names
Yeah,
versus
see if it's the same.
versus the.
Then from.
I think you could just try
I see.
like the after the global, like global void, whatever that name is. I'm pretty sure you could put that in.
Okay.
And I'll set up another way to use Insight Systems to like print out your kernels. And then you can like make sure you're getting the right name that way. I'll just set that up.
How do you use the regex? Like, do you do like dash K and you type in regex?
Yeah,
That's it?
yeah, and then like either this format, so like your expression like foo.
Oh, like you could use star.
Yeah.
Okay, this one might work because even if you get a manual.
Yeah,
that
it's-
still be easy.
yeah. And then so we by default it oh launch yes, so the count is only increments for launches that match the kernel filters. So if you like in a real code, I think this one only has like one kernel.
Okay.
And like your projects, if you wanted to include this -c, so like if you only wanted like one iteration, like say you have a loop over your kernel launch and it launches like a bunch. I think if you don't include -c, it will profile all of them. So it's just usually pretty safe to do -c like 1 or 2 if you so like a handful.
Okay, like if I have a time loop, if I don't have Dodge the, like if I have a solid concept, I would have like a solid different kernels.
I think so, like the count is which is that much. Play around with it and see. I'll just like launch a kernel.
Also, like in dependencies, how far with this suffix Q.
Oh, that's actually old. It's dash and sys.
And this dash.
Yeah, so that's like that was the old version.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good catch.
I will try out the CPU.
Yeah, I'll be doing stuff on the screen. If you want to watch along, I'll just try to.
Are you recording?
I think so.
What's that?
Right? Yeah, got some error. Yeah, so I wanted to like see like, is there a way to say like exactly what kind of that I'm doing and how much
For a specific kernel.
or for the whole application? I mean, either way is fine.
Not for the specific application, but for the kernel, yes.
For currently, okay.
So is this, it's a compute the output?
This is NCU.
Oh, okay.
That's computer.
Yeah.
You get this stuff.
I guess.
Yeah, so I used -1 and then I didn't specify any kernel.
Okay. I think you might need to specify the kernel.
Okay, we can find the kernel name from the CSR.
So these guys, these are.
Oh,
all
yeah,
your-
yeah, right. Okay, that's a big one. This one.
Okay. Yeah, I think that'll work. Yeah.
We got it back to that.
It might do the breakout. Like,
Once you log on to the computer node,
Yeah.
you inherit the home folder of the login node.
I don't know.
It's like a. How do you get around that problem?
Yeah, on every other DOE supercomputer I've used, it's the same thing. Yeah, I'm sure there is a way to get around it, but I've always just. Until I go back.
Once you get a card, automatically inherits the module, EMR,
Wow.
and all the folder.
Oh, cool. You run a tech.
Yeah, the one in Texas.
Do you live in Austin?
Used to,
Oh, cool.
up to a few days ago.
Yeah, I live there now. Yeah, it was like over 100 degrees for like months in a row.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but it should be like in the 70s or 80s when I go back. Fun back tonight. So yeah, it should be nice. For you. It's north of the city. I rarely go into the office. It's just kind of like an office building. Oh, cool. Yeah. What was that?
Just move it in.
Yeah. I used to live in California near Airport, so Livermore National Labs. I used to go over there. That was pretty cool. Yeah, try using there's a version of the asterisks, the stars. Yeah. Oh, perfect. I'm not good at regular versions. So it's kind of like a scale of like a set basic, set detail, set full for how many times it needs to run through the same kernel. So it's doing like 18 passes, even if it's 18 passes. It's just rerunning the same kernel just because there's only a limited number of hardware counters on the GPU. So it like runs it once, saves the state, runs it again, saves the state, and like configures the hardware counters to the different metrics that it's profiling. And so when you do set detailed, you're just telling it to profile a lot more metrics than basic, which is usually pretty helpful. Basic doesn't tell you too much. So detailed is like a good baseline, but it just requires passing through
Another thing is I forgot to put a -C1.
Oh, okay.
So when I have 10,000 time steps, so this means like we're gonna.
Yeah, you can go ahead. Let's see what happens.
That means that's the one.
Count like number of kernels that you're gonna count, number of kernels that you're gonna profile that match the dash K.
Oh, Olin if you even if you count it like 10,000 times, Olin count it once. Like once it reaches 1.
Yeah, there's also dash S that lets you like skip. Maybe you want the 11th one, you use dash S 10 dash C1. It's complicated. And it's always annoying. Like so it'll skip 10 and it'll profile like one and it'll profile the 11th one.
I can process all at once.
Gotcha. Nice.
Another thing that's annoying is like I think what happened is like I resized the terminal window. I just messed up the only way I could get it fixed is like log out and log in again.
Yeah, I had to do that last night. I kept doing that thing where it would like go up and then erase the whole line, and then when I got off the computer, it was fine.
Okay, you have some.
Okay, so I have 2 different routes.
Yeah, the next step would be to like take that file back to
Oh.
and then open up and say compute and like open up and check it out like that way.
Okay. Can we like do a quick undoing check here?
Oh, yeah, you could do that as well.
So go ahead and look
Yeah.
at just one right
Like
now.
that you wanted to put it back to log in, so we could have a weird block.
So we have 2 wells on this.
In timelines, that's
Some computing centers like let you power up the desktop into the supercomputer, so you just like open up the GUI.
Yeah.
I know like Livermore does that for the restricted side because you like
And
with
then
Encyclopedia you can save a copy of the source code. So if it's like a export control source, you don't want like it's just like kind of like copies around. So they have a version like that. I don't know if ALCF does like a virtual desktop, but
So we have the
Like
total of.
doesn't have the VNC, but they use a like a emulator.
Yeah.
Started.
oh okay.
Which is horrible. It's like the resolution is like 200 by 100. Like with NVIDIA, like it's so much information. Like there's no way.
So 2 wells.
We should be probably like a number.
Those are reacting.
For algorithm.
I'm a like.
I don't
Yeah.
know if you can do that this way. You can definitely see it on the UI. Maybe keep scrolling up and just like, what would it say at the top? Compute assembly. It's usually the compute throughput, so it's either single or double precision, depending on which one.
So that's
So-
too many, right? 5 times 20 times 8.
The ratio.
Yeah, so that's not it then.
At 0.0.
That's okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
I just want to know like, and what are the operations that I'm doing?
Yeah, like the workflow.
Okay, so this code I'm compiling it with float, which is single precision.
Okay.
And I wanted to combine it with high precision. I want to know that I'm actually doing high precision. That's why I wanted to.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I to do that analysis, I would probably bring it back to the GUI to
Okay.
just make sure.
I'll copy the back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Always the best way of learning. Yes. That's what I like about. If I want to learn something.
If you look at the log file, you can kind of see what it's been doing. Like if you can see like the size of the leaves at this point, if you go down. Basically, like.
For that, actually use NCU or NCS.
For the profile we just got, that would be executed. So
Okay, okay. Yeah. That means I only need to copy the NCU dash REP, that one, okay.
Yes.
Yeah, to actually like.
Yeah. Okay, I'll take a look. Okay, I definitely use that. Grab some options. Right now. What's what I'm saying? About half, yeah, that's what. I know. Experience. It's like, well, I bought September 1st, so just spend July, August, like buying a house. And after, it's like, oh yeah, it's the summertime again. It's like, oh, it's October. And now it's not, that lets it have effects. I'll take a look. I'll go back to. Okay, I gotta, can you do this? Let's go. Okay, I just came back.
Much better than,
I copied the file, and what I did is I file, and went into that one and open it up, and basically what it shows.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of information.
Yeah, there's a lot of information, especially if you do dash detail, dash set equals detail, and there's actually more when you like click down on all these little triangles. Yeah, I usually take down the top one first.
So you want to blow it out.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm not sure I can do that.
Then I.
Achieve close to 0% of the devices at P32 peak performance. So
This tells you how big that thing is.
So. Like, I remember when the Intel made them, that tell you those kind of.
if you scroll down a little bit, you should be able to see the word on. And then if you like hover your mouse over the green dot, you should be able to see what you like.
Yeah. Those are.
So I think if you do double precision, there should be a second one. So like the
we
roof
were-
line has two for one for single and one for double precision. So it should give you two of these.
When,
So there might be some.
should I do another thing
That need to have that. is like these
Oh, no,
big
so
ones or something.
was this kernel using double precision?
Just 6.5. This kernel would only use.
Okay, so yeah, I think if it was using double precision, like there would be a second dot, like I think it would just automatically put that, like populate that on the screen.
Actually, I mean, because. I don't know, like I default, what's the operating?
It's telling you that.
It's like single or like if I just say 5 times 3.
It's single.
Single.
Yeah, so that's. I'm
If you
surprised.
scroll
that
down, you
knows
should be able to see like
print it out.
instructions
Doesn't match up
executed,
with the computer
and it should be either like.
That's just what they're doing.
Yeah.
That's more like. Pipeline stuff. It's like specifically,
There's mobile relaxation.
Yeah, there might be another one too that I'm not aware of. I just know that this is the one that I need to figure out how to make smaller when I go through.
Yeah, 527 is being altered.
put around on my
Yeah. It looks like it could be 24. Okay. We know how to read log files. We got it.
Yeah, this is definitely a specific. Whatever this B is, not B.
Oh, interesting.
Yes. Maybe.
It's not some just like trivial dummy thing, though. Like it takes a chunk of the time.
Yeah.
But also, I will say it looks like I might be right, because where this up here, that comes up as pressure temperature. 750, and so the different temperature and pressure.
Yeah.
And why the number of species doesn't go in.
Yes, it's B and B is. Okay, right. I can figure it out. And we can get this. Again, we're just.
Yeah, that's why I thought maybe you could look for where that print happened. I don't know if that would be.
Always gonna make sure that you are using like FP32 versus FP64 is in the compute workload analysis. So I guess the ALU on Ampere chips performs FP32 most of the time. And then there's also an FP64 section.
But you're saying the assumption in the LU were coming out?
I think that'll tell you like your FP32, and then this will tell your FP64.
Oh, like ILU is like a default to FP32?
I believe so.
Okay.
And then also like kind of near the top, there should be one. This one. Put in place for cycles active. So if you have any that we're doing 64, I believe translate the cycles and then translate to a number there. If you were doing FP64, but
Compare the double version.
oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting to compare.
Verify that. Actually, I just opened the top precision one. Do you want to take a look? Yeah, I mean, I think this is some different. Let me see whether or not there's well.
Yeah, I guess.
I figured that out.
Yeah.
Okay, so what is it? I mean, it does have some difference. Sort of this line 16.
But-
okay,
So I found out I just came to where that print was, right, and I just started going down for the first. I didn't get into that. I don't think that's actually.
Like for instance, this memory throughput, this is like 1.1A, this is like 0.9A.
So go back to that one. Yeah, and then if you do.
I think.
Add baseline.
It's on that print thing.
And go to other. So this is like, I believe that thing where it like does a comparison, and it does like a delta difference. So like these are all like a different, I always forget which like color it is, but like one of these is current, the baseline. And then yeah, it should kind of like have more data for you.
Yeah, exactly.
So is he just doing the CV?
Oh, yeah.
I guess, is that?
Yeah,
Okay.
so, OpenMP came out with the session GPU for
Who is the house?
But like realistically. Right. And not actually have to go figure out.
Who is the profile you're on right now? So
No, who is the best time? Best time.
oh, okay.
But I'm sorry.
Oh yeah, no worries.
I'm sorry. But I'm not finding the.
I didn't think of it until today. I went and I was it's a nightmare.
Which is kind of like that. Oh no, it is. Oh no, you're right.
We can figure out. It's ready right now.
I wanted to
Yeah, that's the
It's like if
interesting.
you hover over like the green or baseline.
Okay.
Yeah, I guess just because it's like, if it's SP16, it's not even.
Yeah.
I guess we do.
Anyways, we have.
Well, we are getting a lot of us running there, but on our own machine, aren't we, or did you try to?
So like scroll a little bit, yeah. So we're in on
This
this.
one.
I missed it. Oh, this one, yeah, sorry.
Oh, FP16.
Well.
I think the ALU is also responsible for other things besides FP32. I'll double check. 'Cause I know it's just kind of like the general arithmetic. Logical unit.
Okay. Yeah, I know he always just tells us spelling bee on me, so. he must have-
He says eight.
Well, I don't know if he said that we have it. Like, we don't know when calls necessary.
Yeah, exactly.
Which I never know.
Yeah, I am sure you have done a lot of notes.
Yeah,
He-
seeing that there's hundreds of. I didn't know he did any.
Yeah, exactly. That was pretty famous. Like super.
Oh, yeah, but
All of this still doesn't explain why.
Okay, see, this is where I would think that it would be. This is where I would look and I say, this is where the kinetic, this is where the big thing happens, right? I don't actually see the pragmas around this, but I guess maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, like way up here still applies.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
this stuff.
By the way,
Oh, is there a way to end?
yeah, I don't actually know how that works. I thought it was just like around one for loop or something. I agree that it seems like you put thought into it, so why wouldn't you put it around? Immediately.
People are in. Square bracket.
Yeah, but he did not. What else is weird is that it's within it. You see that this is like the
Yeah.
I guess.
I think if you put it like that, just on my side. Yeah, unless you give it spookies. But that's my incredibly
No, no, I
not
think-
expert.
Yeah.
It must be the number. I don't know, it must define this like all the stationary. We're just. We have to go. That's right. That's. Oh, wait. I'm not confused.
Oh.
So, yeah, so this. So that defines.
One tip, if you find this helpful. So this is Inside Systems. It's just a really basic code. And it launches a number of kernels just called kernel. But if you, for your code, if you know you want a specific one, like if I want to profile this kernel with Inside Compute, you would right click on it, do analyze the selected kernel with Inside Systems Compute. There's two options. The first one is if you like had like a workstation and like a GPU in it. That's often not the case. So I always do display the command line to use Inside Compute clients. And then this will pop up and like, yeah, it will tell you like all those three things we talked about, like the kernel name, because it just won't use kernel. Skip 16. This is the same as -S. And then this is the same as -C. It's just a launch count, so it's just this one. And then it will give you, that's just how I ran this test, but
And then I copy this line to the remote machine.
yeah,
Line,
exactly.
Copy the.
Yeah, that's just one little tip.
Or well, it's in. And the bird.
So this, sorry, no. When we profile the fences, yeah, it's only doing just the OS, there's nothing from there.
Is the code running any CUDA code?
No, it's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it won't give you too much in terms of like a stack trace, unfortunately. Inside Systems really shines where it's like the interplay between, like, you have code running on your GPU. And you have like MPI and a bunch of like APIs and you can see like as a timeline, like what is happening like through time. As far as like a solo CPU profile where it's not too great, I would recommend like ARM Forge or Intel V2 or something like that.
It might, yeah, still like. Alright, this, like, I wonder what's the unit of it?
Oh, like the number.
Oh.
What does that mean?
Oh. Scroll down.
Call it.
Can you scroll over?
Yeah. Yeah, I can. Okay. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Maybe. I can.
I'm not sure what we check in the documentation.
Yeah, you might. Yeah. I have to go up. Eigenvalues.
And V was the one that all the ones happening.
V is with the vectors.
Oh, okay, so this is not those, right? This is eigenvalues.
It is inside the same function. So this.
It was in your chat. What? Oh, it was just this spot where I think the length of the code should be based on like that's what I know about it, is this function right here. But this is just saying eigenvalues.
Okay, so I've also get the code. to figure it out.
Utilization is the ratio of achieved throughput versus the maximum possible throughput. But there's like a whole documentation here on how that's different for each unit, like the texture unit is different, like arithmetic units.
Figure out what type of.
So I think like in the effort of hiding the unit is just to kind of like save from all the like number crunching and stuff.
Yeah, I'm at MS.16, I don't have line numbers on.
Like, there's no point of comparing, let's say, the length of the bar in LU versus the length of the bar in 64, I guess.
I had no idea.
As in compared to each other, no, I don't think so.
It's just like that bar just said how much of LU component of the capacity that I'm using.
Yeah, I think the expert analysis might sometimes say like, oh, if the ALU is like the only
Yeah,
thing
I
you're
see it.
doing, or like FP64 is the only thing you're doing, you might be able to get some extra performance by switching some of your calculation to FP32, because that's just a different subsection of the SM, and it can like run at the same time in some cases. So if like only one of the subsystems of the SM is being utilized, I think it will probably at some point tell you like, you might consider switching so you don't like bottleneck on that one. But if they're not extreme, I don't think that's a big worry.
Okay. Is there like where's like the flops? Like one hour pressure per second.
Does it actually run up? Yes.
So we can see it somewhere.
It's somewhere. I think, let's look at DSP, if it is. If you provide the metrics as an input, it does provide the metrics as an input, it understands from there.
I think it might be in the flooding section.
Yeah.
So like flops is the y-axis.
Oh, you're saying they were getting a lot of definition of it, or like it's calling out? I think you're looking when it's actually called the values. But it does have.
What does that mean? Like, is it just
I don't know what that is.
like what I guess what I'm asking is what does the flops include here? Can I see like an LU, RSU, FP64?
Yeah, that's a good question. It's probably, I think I was reading that it's
Yeah.
balanced.
So I guess to what you're looking at,
Average,
we wouldn't actually put,
perfect load balancing,
assuming.
which is kind of-
we don't already have threaded,
doesn't make much sense.
we wouldn't actually put it here, we would go deeper.
I'm trying to think like how you would just find like
Put it there,
flops.
or we hope to do like not replace the little pack function.
So like the flops of like a specific subsection, like the ALU. Is what you're interested in?
Where you just get an FP64 and
Oh, okay.
FP16, and if there is a like FP32.
Yeah.
One day,
But I guess
we don't
there's no
modify
FP32.
except.
Yeah, I was looking around, I didn't see it. I think it was saying somewhere that. Somewhere that the ALU just handles most,
Place,
where
it is going.
most instructions and arithmetic can, happen on the SM, so I think that includes, I think 32% kind of like.
Okay. But
This
we're like
function
if you need to do like a integer operation, that's also where you
This comes from the one.
like can we like
If you can replace it with something that
floating point
runs on
operation
GPU,
and it's like precision,
you can make things faster.
not mix it up together.
It may still not be, I mean, the problem here is this comes. Limited. So that's where the whole man goes. Sometimes get more than. If we have all these different methods, it's like, right now, actually, it's not.
Yeah, and the other thing is, so when you wanted me to make one that was shorter, what I did was I got rid of a bunch of the wells, right? And so
Multiply.
right? And when we have the real problem is when it's a long stationary, so the better way to have made a good example would have been to just reduce the temperatures and pressures.
Well, we
make
can
it
see
a
that.
bigger one, right?
Yeah, okay, so.
Because if it was called.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
it was a longer thing, that would be.
Yeah, so-
better, right?
Is it possible like run mass for, let's say, only one temperature operation and then another mass with another temperature operation,
Yeah.
and then you can.
They also
modify those,
perform
or
integer
it's
modification.
better by that side?
So I don't know about combining them, but I know like if you look at the rate output, like.
I mean, what you are telling me that even if I have one temperature operation,
Excluding
I
IAM,
still make the calculation take a long time.
Yeah, so the calculation is determined by the size of your potential energy source, how many stationary ones you have.
Yeah.
That's like, And then you have to redo that calculation every temperature and pressure combination you give it.
So.
So you can have just one temperature and pressure
Okay.
combination, but if it has 70 stationary points, it's gonna be impossible.
Okay, so maybe very simple.
Yeah, integer instructions that are not done by
Mhm.
IMUL, which I guess are integer.
But yeah, so like mass itself doesn't do
Okay.
any like fitting
I
between
guess it's
those. We do
integer
what we do
multiplication
for the
and
original
integer
fits between those.
multiply and division, I would guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I take this simple.
No, they're not listed on this pipeline chart.
Yeah, it will still, I assume it'll still run.
Okay.
It might need to, but I assume it will.
I don't need to change anything else.
Yeah.
So what happens with it.
So like what it spits out here, this is one with way more, right? I sent you. And then what it calculates are these tables that are pressure and temperature combinations. So you could go rebuild a file combining a bunch together. And just. But yeah, I think that would be the part that would be easiest to like MPI run to multiple.
Yeah,
So those is just those increments, because those don't need to talk to each other at all. I don't know.
Oh, you ready?
Okay. And those 24 are interesting. They're.
Now this is taking.
And I don't know what that means.
So I found these
This should be the
pictures
size of.
on the,
Right?
it's like be quiet and it looks like it's like block count for double precision, add, and then half precision and then single precision, but I'm trying to see like how you can access.
Yeah, I saw that and I was like, oh geez.
That's kind of everything.
Yeah, so we still need to
I will
figure out what
use
that
some.
999 is, because that's been consistent.
No, I can't seem
But
to find it.
yeah, so is
on
that
it.
645 one? I don't remember seeing 1300 either, that 645 is the previous.
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks for the alerts by him, right? Yeah, good check. Oh, okay. Yeah, so I'm really confused by those 13. Where did they come from?
This thing is consistent, so it's 999.
Mm-hmm. Is it just that the 13 actually comes way after the other stuff? No, because the 645 is below it there. Strange. This was the same one, right? It was like the smallish or the smaller, they were both the smallest.
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. How much he charged. So the 999 exact same amount of time even.
Yeah. Maybe this is something.
I wonder. I was gonna say maybe the how it chooses is total time, and so because each of these appeared 8 times, they actually did come up with higher the list. But I don't.
This one is going to take 15 minutes. or so.
It took. Right, it took. Oh, no, so the medium one took 3 minutes on Bebop. 15 minutes on Polaris. And then the biggest one took 4 hours on Bebop.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so days on Polaris. But yeah, it would be interesting to find out. what's Polaris. What is it, like a 10 times? It's almost a 10 times slowdown, right? That's not something you can just by like different. It's actually faster than it put out, but like it's not threading correctly, right?
No, I think trading issues. Especially because when I compare it versus one,
Mhm.
it's still slow.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, okay.
So it is probably just because versus.
Yeah, you also didn't put the impact on the report, right? Oh,
Yeah,
oh, on your, oh,
that's
sorry, on
workstation.
your workstation.
No.
Yeah, so it's not an impact. it's not-
Yeah, the one on the first station is just using the phone.
Oh, so it is an impact.
Right.
Because if it's installed with impact, even for the not double precision, it uses. What I saw at least. Right, well, I guess I don't know what with impact is defined by, but it seems like. Even if it's not.
So Polaris, we didn't install impact. We didn't.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Might be bad. We probably could try building it on your workstation, but I don't know if the impact off and see. That's, you know. Or we could try. Setting this definition to be. False. Not actually having to reinstall.
Okay, so our trading is not covered. Yes.
I guess I'm still here, right?
Why you're complaining, we didn't do it. That's fine.
No. I think there might be some in the actual build search through. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out, so I do have this commented out here. I don't know if our content still actually does use impact. I assume it does, but it might not. I just put it. It doesn't. Okay, so it's not. Okay.
I don't see impact. See calculation.
And you're in the build there. Also commented out. That is stage right now, you don't use that. Yeah, okay. I assume that means that we didn't try to. Okay, well, that kills that theory.
Just changing.
Oh, I see. But if you do have impact, I think it still does use impact if you're below, if you're on the based on this, yeah, with impact. Oh, actually, no, you're right. This said impact, this calls the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, not an.
What is our like comment? Kind of now?
Oh,
Yeah, I was I remember this one, like a Flopcon HPA, so I went to the website and tried to find it. Find this table, not really sure where you find it, but
See
it's
that he's done any writing around FES.
We are eights.
yeah.
And I think this would be,
So is it possible that this set up to work with it? I don't know.
so were you trying to get back to that page that was on before?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I Googled
Right,
Insight,
add no layer of the code.
it's like compute, and then CLI,
Yeah, right.
yeah, and then docs, yeah. And we should be able to.
Somehow.
I searched around, I couldn't find.
Anywhere.
So I think like if it is like one of these metrics that's not like user exposed, like it is used in other ones, like either in a division or a multiplication. And I was trying to find where they were located.
Just.
I don't know if these are like.
Oh, yeah.
Practice activities, like,
Yeah.
I hope it or not, like, I mean, it's not exactly much, but I'm wondering whether or not it is. Like, this one is actually.
You're right.
60.
Okay, cool.
I want
But
to
it's
find the,
not like the counter that.
tower.
Yeah, try clicking on metric details. And then try clicking on, yeah, like HF. 8.
Oh, it's funny.
Try clicking on the like blue row maybe.
Also noticed.
I know it works if you click on like these those, it shows like what the actual like addition is. Usually.
I mean, it's not exactly the same. Is this a counter of? Can we prove? That's all. Does have this kind of prefix SMS.
Streaming multiprocessor sub-partition.
It's also yeah. Or either right above, all right.
Yeah. Yeah, it's unfortunate that you can click on it for.
Yeah, as the information, if they are in the we are they also available in the P. That would be a lot easier to copy and find.
Yeah.
So our.
I don't think so.
I think it is this one.
Do you still have it pulled up on your terminal? Output.
I don't think we use this though.
Can you like show it in on the client version?
What?
So like in the documentation, but the GitHub we were working through before. Yes, there was a version. There was a command that lets you see. Yeah.
Yeah. And this is.
Maybe like an SMSP.
Any.
Oh, this is
Oh.
a inside.
Oh, shoot, okay. That's the only one.
Yeah.
I guess I don't know.
Yeah.
Big problem metrics.
and so maybe that was just like another function that same file. Yeah. so much time. I just remembered that. Oh, gosh, I agree. When I was at like on the last day. Oh my God, it's too like, no, I got it. Moment of stress. I'm finally getting out of that zone where like it used to be that every paper that I was supposed to review was just one that was like, oh, this one looks crappy. I'll have a journal policy go to Sarah and so every paper is just like pretty easy instant no. And now I actually have to think about them because now I'm done with papers.
That section, instruction statistics, that's everything.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so maybe what I should do is to like providing the profiler, write a simple program so that I can count the numbers of like integer operation, Boolean point operation myself.
Sorry.
And then like see what get reported.
Okay,
And then
just
I'll see if I know what
other
the metrics that is doing what.
Yeah, there's usually this thing called stats. If you already put out, that's okay.
No.
But if
Use that.
I got so if you look at like an LS. So just kind of like a list.
I don't know, you go over details like that.
Oh,
I don't think there is any.
that's right. That's
I also don't know that you.
Inside Systems also outputs this thing called SQLite, so it's like an SQL file, and you can query that. No, I don't think that would have the same metrics as it would for it's like compute.
Not sure something wrong with my operator, no attached.
So like we do Q stats.
Yeah, I just.
That might work.
I thought that was the file extension for the version of encyclopedia that is for SQL, but I was saying, I don't think that's what it's called.
Well, I mean, it has the whole system information, like
You do that,
for the whole application. That could all be helpful for the whole application. How many?
you know how people have confetti come out? I
Okay.
thought that's what this was.
How do you expose individual metrics? You want to just give me your email on Slack, and then I'll ask and see if there's a way to get an individual metric number.
Actually, do you have like a user Slack channel? Like,
Oh my.
Country.
Is this space?
Oh yeah, got it. Cool. I'll actually send this
Just all
out.
these profiles are expecting to be reading GPU functions.
This
I
one,
don't-
how should we also?
The NVIDIA has like a user Slack channel that.
There's a Discord. I don't know if I'm on it, honestly.
Oh, so.
Yeah,
like
I do know
it-
there is a Discord for building questions. There's also the NVIDIA Developer Forum, which before I worked at NVIDIA, I used to ask questions there, and they would get answered like relatively quickly.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I never asked a question there, but I've been there a lot.
Yeah.
Okay. you're gone for too long, I'll come and see if anything after school.
Yeah, so okay, this side.
Oh, okay. I might
But I
stop
will
in
be
that
here.
place is confusing.
All right, man, how do you think about it? Can you take a break?
Yeah, I'm gonna ask you a question and see if I can get an answer for you.
Okay. Are you going to stay here for tomorrow or
No, I'm leaving in like 3 hours.
3 hours?
Yeah.
I probably hang in the lobby for a while.
Oh, okay, cool. Or, sorry, my flight is in 3 hours, so I will be leaving at
Oh,
5
I'd
o'clock.
be gone by now if I were. Are you going
Yeah,
out of O'Hare?
yeah, I already like have everything packed in the rental car, so hopefully I can just get there in like an hour. But yeah, if there are any other questions, I'll probably start packing up myself. Yeah.
Have a nice flight.
Thank you.
Thank you.